We're back for week 2 of Whitey's Whispers. In closing last week, I made mention that we'd only be back if we got 1 million viewers. Mum said always reach for the stars, and I might have been taking the piss there a little bit, but last count, the Savo, 255. I think that's a pretty good effort week 1, and hopefully we can only improve from here as we get some better looking blokes on board rather than Buey. The boys have been bugging me all week who can get on to episode 2, and the person that bugged me the most last week after a few questions were directed at himself was Haiden Schloithe. So welcome, Haiden.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks for having me.
Now, as I just mentioned, Buey listed you as one of the most annoying blokes at the club. I better give you the right of reply. Who do you think's the most annoying bloke at the club?
Well, that's a genuine stitch up by Buey. I'm not one of the most annoying. I'd probably have to say Ashton Hams. Anything that goes on during the week or over the weekend, he's usually the first to know and first to get into the blokes, so he'd have to be my one.
Another one there for the little man syndrome. Seems to be a little bit of a common occurrence there. Mate, after the pre-season in round 1, we had a good win on the weekend. What do you think the season holds for the group? Where do you see us finishing, and who do you think will be our most important players for us this year?
Yeah, like you said, it was obviously a good pre-season. We had a couple of good hit-outs, good sides. Obviously on the weekend it was nice to have a win, but obviously it means nothing if we don't bring the same intensity and effort this weekend, and hopefully obviously push for the top 5. But yeah, like I said, obviously just work out on things during the week and hopefully go week by week.
And who do you reckon will be the important players for us during the year? Obviously yourself, who are some of the young guys and then the senior guys that we need to have consistent years for us to go well this year? Yeah,
obviously like the blokes of Blaine Wilson and Cole back down, obviously proved on Friday night why they're so valuable to us, and obviously the key is to the young boys coming through. It was good to see Trey make his debut. There's obviously a lot of young boys playing the resis, obviously played well on the weekend, so obviously them playing well, keeping us accountable, really, hopefully good said.
Mate, on a personal note, you won last year's BNF, you represented the state, and you also led the comp for Free Kicks 4. You must be looking for a bit more of the same this year, and do you have the aspiration to get back to the next level?
Yeah, obviously last year was probably one of my better years. It was obviously an honour to win the BNF here at this great club, and obviously to represent WA last year was very good over in Sydney. Ambitions, obviously I've still got the desire to play AFL level, but at the moment I'm just really enjoying my football here down at South, and obviously see how the year goes, and then I'll sum it up at the end of the year and we'll go from there. Yeah,
very good, mate. All the best. Now, mate, just on a lighter note, we've got a few of the boys at the club, along with yourself, that like to hit the social scene here down in Freo. Who are some of the best and worst performers on a Saturday night?
That's a good question. I have to say little Timmy Stewart rates himself pretty highly when he goes out in a nightclub. He's got the nickname Flame at the moment. He seems to be in a really good spell with the females, so obviously he's a really good one when he goes out. And then on the not so good, probably James Loreno. He just stinks it up quite a bit.
He's a little bit creepy, isn't he? Yeah. Mate, if you could date any boy or girl in the world, I'm not going to discriminate, who would it be?
Just a good question. I'd probably have to say Ariana Grande. She's one of my favourites at the moment, and yeah, things I do.
Fair enough, mate. So would a few of the younger boys be free to ask young Hannah out on a date this week if you're not going to go with her?
I'm not too sure who you're talking about, mate, but yeah, obviously we're just friends and they can go for it.
Yeah, no, nice straight back answer, mate. We'll finish on round 2 this week. We've got Perth for our last game. I think we're on Channel 7 this week, so there'll be a bit of coverage this week. Who do you reckon the boys will be out at the barbers and down the gym trying to fine-tune for Saturday's game?
That's an easy one. I have to be Adam McIntosh. He's always has to be looking smicko, probably get a haircut. Obviously during the weekend he's always down the gym before training, but especially TV game this week he'll be doing that little bit extra to make sure he's looking good.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely have the blow dryer out this week, blowing it backwards. So that's a wrap for this week, episode 2 of Whitey's Whispers. Hopefully the Bulldogs can make it 2 from 2 and get out to Lathlane, and if you can't make it out to Lathlane, make sure you tune in to Channel 7 and get all the coverage there, and go the Bulldogs.